Okay, we are in the Cave of the Forlorn. We have two more Snowfield bosses. Then we got the Haligtree. I was gonna say the Malenia, which, you know, Malenia is coming up. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone refer to her as the Malenia. The Malenia, the one and only. And then after that, we got the mountaintops to finish off. And then we're pretty much done. I mean, there's like, 11 other bosses after, but it's like at that point, it just kind of feels like the end. I feel that way multiple times on this run, really. Like after Malenia, I feel it, and in Fair Missoula, I feel it. Probably after Rite, feel it a bit. And then once I get to the sewers, it's like 4 different feelings of this run is over. All right, guy. Let's see what you got. I'm gonna try Gravitas. I don't know if it's gonna work. Oh, it did. Nice. Whoops. Another Gravitas. Nice. Bleed. Got a bleed? I don't think it was a bleed. I was I was so greedy. If I didn't kill him there, he would have killed me. I made a decision before he got back up. I'm just like, I'm doing 2 L1s, and if he's gonna stop me, so be it. Okay, we got the Mausoleum first before the Deathrite Bird. Then Ordina. This will probably be very close to 11 hours. I think it might be under 11 though. This was a very fast run. But New Game was also like under 2 hours, so that is probably why. Eleanor's Pole Blade, which I just finished up, was like decently fast. I mean, I would say it's fast, but it wasn't slow either. But I'd say it was one of the faster weapons. Top 15, 20% probably. Did you get a second one? Yeah. I don't know where exactly it is in the, like I don't know what the last video to come out was, but I did get a second one. Power Stance Twin Blades are very good in this game. With Bleed. I mean, I think they're probably decent in general, but especially with Bleed. Is good in this game with Bleed. Not everything is. Vari's Bouquet is still pretty rough. That is like the only thing going for it is the Bleed, honestly. It's pretty rough outside of that. But yeah, most things with Bleed are gonna be pretty good. Dude, really? Turn around. It is so laggy hitting these. Oh my god, it's so bad. That's gotta be enough, right? Yeah. That's enough time, right? We're good? Okay, good. Nope, nighttime. But even with the Twin Blades, right? Like, the Twin Blades just, they hit a lot. You get, like, at least 4 hits in on a jump attack. Probably, like, 6. Or maybe 4, I don't know. That's why they're so effective. And then, with Bleed, obviously that compounds because you just hit so many times. It's like the Curved Sword moveset, same thing. Curved Sword, power stancing, like jump attacks, just hit so many times. But even still, man, like the Rusted Anchor run blew Eleanor's Pole Blade out of the water. Like, I do not understand how that run was so fast. I don't think any run will be faster in New Game Plus, anyway. Like, I legitimately think that'll be the best run. Am I gonna stagger yet? Ow, dude. Of course. The one-handed Ichimonji is so silly. It looks so, like... I don't know. Don't know the right word to describe it. I was gonna say dainty, but I don't know if that's right. So, I don't know. Controlled. Jumping curve, sword power stance with bleed is how you beat Moog in his first phase. Yeah, it's very effective. I haven't done a curve sword in a bit. I think I actually, what was the last one? I did Wing of Estelle, but I think I did another one after that, but I can't remember what it was. There's a Shamshir request. That's one of Whitesnake's. He snuck that one in between Bloodborne runs. But I feel like there was another one, and I can't remember what it was. Shamshir the Goat PvP weapon, really? What about the... I thought the banded curve swords were like the best. Wow, I didn't even roll that one. I just walked past her. Got an arrow in my shoulder. Oh, that's my arm. Banded curve sword's the best AR. Got a farm? Yeah, but once you have it, you have it. And you can get more than one. The Shamshir, I think you can only get one. Unless you go into New Game Plus or have someone drop it for you. Someone just ate part of this roof, huh? Damn. Maybe it was one of the assassins. I got hungry. I love how the Shamshir 2 is just like sitting in a cave. It's just like at the very end of High Road Cave. Seal's broken in town. I was actually thinking about it for the randomizer, right? So the randomizer could be very, very hard to start. Let me warp, I'll explain why. So we run to the Haligtree. I think because you get a Shamshir in the first 10 minutes of the game. I actually never found High Road Cave on my first playthrough until like way later. After I like looked stuff up, I guess. I didn't really find it. So the randomizer, if I'm gonna use a different weapon for every boss, I could just get really, really bad RNG and just have like, well, I don't know, it depends on like the first area. If I end up in the open world or in a dungeon or something, maybe I get lucky, but like I might have to kill 2 bosses before I can even get a 3rd weapon. Because I think I can probably start with 2 weapons. Vagabond has 2 weapons. So that could be a problem, but we'll see. I'll have to figure that out on, I'm dead. I have to figure that out on Thursday. That's why you get the bubble tier and the defensive physic talisman thing. Talisman, not talisman. I don't know what I'm saying. Bubble tier plus the other thing, which I did not do. Because that attack is ridiculous. Bandit curve sword is the longest curve sword. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that the highest AR curve sword is also the longest curve sword. I don't know what they were thinking. Like, there's got to be some balance, right? Like, maybe make it slower or something. Watch, now that I got this stuff, I'm not going to get hit at all. Okay, no, they're definitely trying. You need another highest AR weapon in class run? I do. Hey, I'll take whatever you guys give me. At this point, like, none of the weapons are really going to be chosen randomly anymore, right? Because now with the whole YouTube thing, like, I picked 3 random weapons, but ultimately you guys pick the weapon if you vote. And then obviously we're going to be on Twitch requests forever. Never going to run out. There's over 100 requests, more added every day. And eventually, you know, in the future, probably years from now, we'll hit a point where there are more requests than weapons left. And then I'll probably just have to take from that list and just start doing those runs on YouTube. Which is why I think, like, making some of them expire after a certain amount of time wouldn't be a bad idea. But I probably wouldn't do that until it gets to a point where I am, like, all the weapons have been requested, essentially. Can you update the list? I'll try to do it maybe Wednesday, or maybe today. Actually. I like doing it when I have days off, though. Because if I do it tonight and I get a request tomorrow, then it's like I gotta do it again. If I just do it on Wednesday and cover today and yesterday, then, you know, that is just easier, I think. Well, so I guess I'll just do it on Wednesday. All right, Loretta? Oh, she's dead. Oh, hey, the warp thing that I was talking about when we were in, where is it, Estelle's dungeon? It's literally just this, but smaller. That's funny. So it's like the bottom of the grace, not the light part, but like the roots or whatever, but like half the size. I don't know if are we gonna hit another one? I guess in the Spiritcaller cave, we can look at it. That'll be the next one. So Malenia is the 149th boss, I think. Is this base mine? I don't know, honestly. I can't remember. I don't know if I leveled it. I haven't had much of a need for gravitas, though, so I just never bothered. I might have leveled it like once or twice, if that, but yeah. It might be the base mine. I don't remember. Yeah, after Malenia too, like, most of the bosses that are left are things I've already done in some shape or form. Fortisax, Placidusax, or you know, they'll be new. Rite, I haven't done. Esker, I guess, I haven't done. Vyke. I think everything else pretty much has been done, though. As like a lesser version of the boss or whatever. I'm gonna try to get to like Placidusax, I think, in the next 40 minutes, and honestly, it should be pretty doable, as long as I don't get stuck here for an extended amount of time. Because I don't think I'd really get stuck on anything else. Like, I might die to another boss, but I don't think I'm gonna die, like, repeatedly. Except for maybe Vyke. Vyke could be a problem. That guy sucks. But it really depends on how this weapon deals with him. If it's, like, very good against him, then it'll be fine. If it's not, it's gonna be a pain, because I have very little poise. Actually, I probably have 0 poise. 21. Okay, not bad. It's actually, wait, what is even giving me poise? That gives you 12. Wow, okay. Interesting. Gives me more poise than the Knight's Cav helmet? Gives me more poise than the Crucible Axe helmet. That's crazy. Well, we can wear that for Rite and then just the Crucible Knight set. Actually, I might go get the... I might get Niall's set, the veteran set. I think it's actually sick that Malenia can deflect attacks, and I didn't know it for a long time. Oops. Oh, does that actually not stagger her? That's a bummer. Figured it would have. That was like a little baby jump. I didn't jump far enough to... Oh, I'm so bummed, man. The R2 probably does. Yeah, the R2 does. Okay. I was so shook when Sirlon parried me one time. Really? I didn't know he could. Nice bleed. Am I even light rolling? I have no idea. Whoops. No, that's too slow. Add him to 10%. Did he killed you, I take it? Was it just like a one-hit KO or something? What? How are you not dead? This is New Game Plus? Okay. I was gonna look at something and I can't remember what. I have no idea. Oh well. Oh, this range! That missed her. Let's do, we'll do some two-handing here. Maybe that's the reason I can't stagger her on that attack. Alright, hang on. I wonder if you can jump that. Like, I wonder if the hitbox on that is on the ground or if it's, like, in the air. I don't actually know. Damn kick. Damn. I mean, she's pretty much dead. Unless I get, like, either waterfowl or the clone attack or something. Thank goodness for jumping.
The mark of a true lord.
That could have been disastrous if it didn't work, though. Yeah, I was a little surprised that worked, to be honest. I wasn't convinced, but I just figured I'd take a chance. Because this rage also isn't, like, super good. I don't think that would have worked with everything. Like, if you had a dagger or a fist weapon, I don't know if you would have hit her there. Connecting to chat. Oh, okay, it undisconnected. It was disconnected for a moment. Undisconnected. Yeah, that's a word. Spiritcaller Cave. Oh, close. Almost 80 strength. Can't wait for the super katanas in the DLC. I'm so curious, though, to see what else we're getting. I mean, Miyazaki said 10 new weapon classes. We know probably, like, I think he mentioned, like, 5 of them. Great katanas, combat shields, like some monk weapon or something. I don't remember what else. I think there were other ones, though. I mean, you obviously have the kicking, whatever those are, which might be the monk weapon. God, I just can't wait, man. DLC's almost here. Wow, he's still alive. Ah. Damn Black Flame ritual. Oh, he's going into phase 2. I thought he was doing a tail swipe or whatever. Noble presence. Nice. His hitbox is pushing me into the black flame. Come on. He's not even alive and he's still trying to kill me. Let's take a look at this. Also, it might be hard to see because I think it's in the water. Also, where is it? Oh, over here. Yeah, see, it's exactly the same as like the thing below the grace. It's just maybe actually it might be the same size. I can't tell. Okay, so Borealis is probably going to be slow because this damage is not very good for him. But we do have bleeds, so that'll help. But unless you have like strike damage or standard damage, Borealis can be a long fight. Oof. I think elemental damage is like okay versus him. Not that this is elemental, just, you know, just saying in general. Slash and thrust though. Yikes. Or pierce or whatever it is in this game. Can you stop doing this? Wings down. Wait, what? Oh, he didn't do the... I thought he was screaming. I'm just glad they didn't make his hardness, like, you know, the same as, like, the Stone Digger Trolls, because he is an ice dragon. It wouldn't be unreasonable for him to be, like, you know, kind of like them, essentially, where if you one-hand most weapons, you can't actually do damage. No, that's not right. It's like you're hitting a wall. That's what I meant to say. Imagine bleeding this boss. There we go. There's your bleeding. And there's his stagger. I missed the head. I'd be thrilled if I got him before he does the big scream. If he did the big scream like right now, I'd still... Yeah, never mind, he said. I was gonna say I'd try and fish him off. I would just greet it, but I would 100% die trying if I missed. Jump attacks for the win, yeah. They're just so effective. Really, though, I should be doing more charged R2s. I just keep forgetting. I got 15 runes for something. Some wildlife diet or something. 5 flasks, yikes. Did I heal after, what's his face? Ow. It's not good. Baby jump. It wasn't really a baby jump. I kind of just didn't go forward there. And he doesn't bleed, like... Okay, that's not a good sign. I have to hit him with the second katana to actually get him to stagger. The first one doesn't stagger him, so... I think if I'm too late on my attack, he won't die. Oof. Like that. Or like he won't stagger. Nice pivot. Damn it! There we go. The R2 here is so nice though, because you do like this little lunge forward. So why does it take so long for Vyke to die? It takes like 5 seconds after you actually kill him for him to die. Okay, we got 2 more bosses in the mountaintops. Yeah, I think I'll go either up to Placidusax or up to Fortisax, and then I'll save the rest for next time, because either way, that's not going to be a lot for next time. Because I don't think Rite will be that bad. Rite will be like a 5-minute fight with this. Unless the range is just like really bad for that fight, and I can't hit him very easily. And then everything else should be pretty similar to Eleanor's Pole Blade, and like that stuff's fresh in my mind, because I just did that run. I just finished it up yesterday. Got the Storm Ruler and Demon Souls next. Should be interesting. The durability on it, I think, is really bad. I don't know how bad, though. Also, you can't upgrade it. It doesn't scale with anything. That's the next YouTube run. I imagine it probably won't be more than like 7 hours. So I'll probably have another pull up in like 3 days or something. Actually, I was thinking about doing some of the runs that I still owe. I still owe the Ivory King Ultra Greatsword. Still owe the Soldier's Crossbow for Elden Ring. There's 2 DS1 runs, although the Pyromancy Flame, I have no idea what I'm going to do for that one. But I got to do the Dragon Slayer Greatbow. And then there's one in DS3, but the reason I put that one off is because the farming for it really sucks. It's like a Covenant reward, and you need probably at least 10 of whatever Covenant item to get it. Might be 30, I don't know. The Archdeacon's Great Staff. My plan for those runs, though, were to like work on them slowly over time while I work on the other runs, and maybe do like 1 or 2 hours of those a week. I want to say Burnt Ivory King Greatsword, but that's not what it's called. The Ivory King Ultra Greatsword, the only problem, like I could do that run But I want to get the armor, and the Loy Soul farming is going to take forever. And that's why I pushed it off, but I really should work on that one. Because once I have it, like, it'll just be like a normal run. There's no need to, like, it's not going to be slow or anything. It's going to be like a normal pace. But yeah, man, the Pyromancy Flame for Dark Souls 1, that one's going to be it's going to be a tough one. I just don't know how to do Qualag. I don't know what I'm going to do for her. My best, like, idea is basically just keep going through New Game Plus cycles until I get enough Black Flame to kill her with, because that's like the only thing that actually would damage her. I think you could poison her too, but I don't know how effective that is. Come on. Hey. No, why are you backing up? Come on. You never back up. You're no coward like the duelist in Sainted Hero's Grave. Ah, that's stomp. So quick. Yeah, I think I've done 20 Elden Ring runs since I rolled that crossbow run that I still haven't done. I really gotta do that. I had a farm for that one too, which kind of sucks. Ooh. Glad I rolled twice there. Ooh, is it, it's either morning or night. Late day. Not night. I meant late day. Evening. Yeah, if I can get ahead on the Storm Ruler run, which I don't know if that's gonna happen, but if I could, then maybe I start Burnt Ivory, or I keep Ivory King Ultra Greatsword. I don't know why I keep adding the word burnt in there. It's because it's Burnt Ivory King. That's the boss. The Ivory King Ultra Greatsword, and then I do the Loy Soul farming. I actually did all the Loy Soul farming. I started that run. I think I mentioned it like a while ago, but I started that run. I did the Loy Soul farming, and then I forgot about the fact that I couldn't kill Maulin, so I couldn't get the armor, and I just restarted. Or like I just deleted everything I had, because I'm just gonna restart it. That's how dedicated to the armor I am. Because it probably took like 3 hours to get all the Loy Souls. Wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Oh, why would you do this twice in a row, dude? What is that? I've never seen him do that. Good damage. It's very bright here. Nice. I think I might be able to get a stagger like right here. Yeah, we'll two-hand. There we go, nice. Any bleed? It's gonna do the meteor attack. Yep. Damn it. It's not really meteors, it's more like flaming rocks, but... Where do these rocks come from, I wonder? Oh, no, that one wasn't done, apparently. Sweet. $714K, damn. What level am I at now? Like 183? I'm guessing, I have no idea. 181. So one more strength to get, and then I guess int, because there's really nothing else that I would need for this. I don't know, I'm still not convinced Arcane doesn't help the bleed procs. I think like back when the game first released, it was said that like Arcane only helps bleed procs if you actually have an arcane scaling weapon. If you don't have arcane scaling, it doesn't work. But like I don't know how true that is. Never really tested it. And once something's out there like that, like it can linger forever until, well, I guess forever, really. Do that. Back to Melina, or to Fair Missoula, whatever it's called. I'm still super bummed I lost that Puzzling Stone Sword recording. It's not even I lost it, it just didn't even happen. Such a pain. Because like the video quality is worse, but what really annoys me is the audio quality. It's not even the audio. So what happens is like when I record, I can split the microphone and the game audio. But if I download it from Twitch, like I can't do that. It's all together. So I can't do like any After Effects or anything on the audio, which sucks. Which is gonna make it sound worse. It's gonna look worse and it's gonna sound worse, and it just annoys me. But it is what it is. Can't really do anything else about it. Because I don't think, like I stream in 1080p, but I don't think when you download it, the quality's nearly the same as like a recording. It's like compressed or whatever. So that's a bummer. But again, mainly for the audio, that's why I'm kind of bummed. Okay, I guess we don't get a full rest. Thanks to the lightning. This actually works out perfectly because I think we'll get up to Placidus Axe, then we can start with him next time. Because we're probably like, what, 8 minutes from that? I don't know how long the run is from Godskin Duo to Placidus Axe. But Godskin Duo probably won't be a long fight unless I end up dead. With slash damage and bleed though, it's hard to go wrong in that fight. Still have Magic Blade on. I don't think I've used that the entire run. I accidentally used it when I started, but that was it. Way back in the very beginning of this run. Oh, that's not good. Maybe be a little more careful. Okay. Still gotta respect their damage. They do hurt. I hurt them, but they hurt me just as much. Especially with this armor. Should be phase 2. That was a little early. Double, please. What just happened? What is going on right now? Okay. I didn't take any damage, so I guess we're good. Oh, nice hit. Alright, now we just go to town on them. What? 4? What even happened there? Okay, can't do anything there. Just go to phase 2. Remember the bleed bug when you would kill this boss and then they would just die immediately? That was interesting. I had something interesting happen to me actually on this fight. I think it was it this run or was it Eleanor's Pole Blade? I don't remember, but I killed the Apostle and immediately the Apostle spawned, like, as soon as he died. It was so weird. Because usually when you kill one of them, I think when you kill both of them rather, or what happened? I think I killed the Apostle, the Noble was still alive. Usually you just fight them one-on-one, but the Apostle for some reason just immediately respawned. It was very strange. I don't know why it happened. Alright, off to Placidus Axe, or at least the Grace. well, I guess we're not going that way. Yeah, we probably have like 40 more minutes. We'll be done under 11 for sure. This is a fast run. Definitely on the faster end. But again, I think a lot of that's because the new game was pretty quick. Whether or not a run gets under 12 is pretty much entirely dictated by how fast New Game is. Because, like, New Game Plus, for the most part, is pretty... I shouldn't say it's pretty consistent. But honestly, it's pretty consistent. Like, there's some exceptions, but I feel like most weapons are probably within, like, 20 minutes of each other for finishing. 20 to 30 minutes. Compared to, like, every other game, it's probably the most consistent. But also, this time, too, like... This, whatever it is, 9:58, like, that's, you know, I take, like, 3-minute breaks every hour, so, like, that includes, yeah, the X amount of breaks, too, so we're probably realistically at, like, I don't know, 9.5 hours right now, maybe a little more, so pretty quick run. I think in the future, though, yeah, I don't want to say it, but I think I might try to optimize more, not so much for damage, but maybe just for, like, pathing, because I don't mind if the fights take, like, a little longer. I don't want them to take, like, 40 minutes. But, like, a little longer is not a big deal. But maybe, like, for pathing, and there's better skips and stuff. There's a lot that I don't do. Like, the sewer skip, I never do that in, to get to Moog. We'll see.